Plus minus 3 weeks, and that's what Stephen Keshi has been able to do with this side, to tinker the boys, to get them up to speed as to how he wants them to play. However, having said that, there were 3 players that were invited from the victorious under-17 team that went to the United Arab Emirates and won the World Championships. In the person of Kelechi Iheanacho, who was the best player, the best goalkeeper, Alampasu, and of course Awoni, one of the strikers of the team. Awoni didn't make it. Alampasu is part of the squad, and Kelechi Iheanacho, who would have been part of the squad, but at some point had to leave Nigeria and go sign a pre-contract with Manchester City. So you can see that was also a distraction in the preparation of the coach. And Sunday Mba, who's the player who's supposed to have moved to France at the beginning of the summer, but his contract did not go through. Eventually, the same team came back for him and wanted to sign him. And what can the player do? He decided to go ahead and sign to seek pastures new. So these were distractions that happened with the national team in preparation for this tournament. And of course, some might say very political, some might say diplomatic, some might even say Stephen Keshi perhaps is making excuses for the loss because he's a coach and the national team of Nigeria is a team that is not used to losses. Well, all that being said, the truth of the matter is that it has been very difficult for Stephen Keshi to put together a side to take part in this African Nations Championship. But having said that, could it be because the team lost? That's why he's saying that? Because the South African side only resumed just in January, just say 5-6 days before the start of the tournament, and they managed to beat Mozambique 3-1. Well, in the results that are in the matches that are going to take place from tomorrow and of course on Sunday, we'll tell the full story of Stephen Keshi's claim that 3 weeks was just all he had to put together this side. Well, at the end of the day, it boils down to the results. So people are not really concerned how you manage to put your side. Once you're the coach and you're given the job, you just have to do what you need to do to get the win. However, but also we need to consider that Stephen Keshi has been putting this together since 2011, but the majority of the boys, which he has always stressed, are no more part of the team. 90% of the team. 2 other players, Mohamed Gambo, who's one of the top strikers for this team, also got injured in the process of the camping session, as well as Adedeji, the left back, who was injured in a friendly match that the team played against the Port Harcourt-based side just about 2 weeks ago. So a lot of injuries, a lot of challenges for Stephen Keshi and his technical staff. However, they managed to put together a couple of young guys, especially mostly new players. Because if you remember, when Stephen Keshi took over the national team of Nigeria, he had so many players. If you remember from the AFCON, 6 players were local-based players. Among these 6 players, it's only 2 that is left who are part of this AFCON side. So it goes to show you that most of the players who started with Stephen Keshi, I mean, I can name them. Godfrey Obabona plays in Turkey. You have Papa Idris, who used to play in Scotland, but is still looking for a new club now. You have Ruben Gabriel, who just terminated his contract with Kilmarnock in Scotland. These are players who started who were the fulcrum of the local-based players just over 2 years ago with Stephen Keshi. And of course, as earlier mentioned, Sunday Mba. You also have Pekalu, who also plays for Riyaspor in Turkey. These are players who started all with Stephen Keshi. You have Izuka, Izuchukwu. So many players, so many to mention who started. Of course, there's a player who's local-based that now he plays in the Libyan Premier League.